straight cruising, headed for a bruising, watching out for number one. You gotta slow down, look around you, son. Today is just today and not tomorrow. Where you're going, you can rest your head. Where you're going, brightness looks big. Where you're going, truth cannot be hid. You gotta get going. Easy now. You gotta get going. Easy now.
Aren't we building cabinets?
It's a cabinet, technically.
Cabinet for hobbits.
Cabinet for hobbits. Aww. Chase and I found this cute little vintage spice rack at the thrift store the other day, and I was just tinkering. It's a cabinet, okay? I said I was going to work on cabinets today. I didn't specify the size of the cabinet that I was wanting to work on. Aww. We've been doing so much building and we haven't been feeling that great, and I have a lot of big wood cutting to do today, so I thought I would break it up a little with...
You'd spice it up.
I'd spice it up a little bit and do this cute little spice rack, because I figured it'll be a few coats in between so I can work on this and work on this at the same time.
Work on this.
We haven't been to a thrift store in probably over 6 months, and we've only been maybe 2 or 3 times since we've been in Nova Scotia. So I'm used to doing so much thrifting when we were back in Ontario, so I was excited just to go take a peek. They didn't have a whole ton of things, but I wanted to find a cute little vintage spice rack to put in the pantry room. I know we're not there yet. Relax and just make a little project. So I wanted to be able to kind of refresh this and make it just a fun pop of color. It has these cute little drawers at the bottom, but there's a little part here that looks like it was maybe added later. I have no idea. It has these more like newer age knobs on it, so I'm gonna take these off. And then I mixed up some really vintage yellow colored mustard yellow paint, and I'm gonna see if I can keep this wood part wood and then put the rest in the yellow. So I have a little bit of work to do. I'm gonna take this top part off. I also picked up a little set of wood salt and pepper shakers that I'm gonna paint orange and distress as well. So let me see if I can pop this off, because it looks like someone added it just by the clips, or maybe it was already here but the clips were changed to something newer. I don't really like the added part on the front. Pop it off. Now we have a cute little front. This might have been part of the original cabinet, but someone then tacked in these little caps. I don't know, but I don't like that part, so I'm gonna take it off. I like to see this more kind of detailed pattern here, sort of with the thinner wood. I think the cross hatching is pretty cute, and so I want to get this off. It's pretty easy to get off. It's just lifting up those little nails. There we go. But now the problem that I have is if I want to try to keep the wood, it's not going to be the same color on the top here where it was hidden, because they clearly did some type of a spray stain or something at one point. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this stain. It's Minwax Parisian Pine, and hope that it'll match up. This is the closest one I think I have in my little art cupboard. I'm just going to see if I can make it look the same. Ooh, that actually might match. I might have to do a second coat on this top little part right there, but
Oh, that's great.
might be able to match it up pretty good. They're actually matching pretty good. I'm gonna leave some stain sitting on that part where I want it to go.
Are you painting those?
Oh, right. I'm gonna paint that part. This is why I have you. I'm just keeping the cross hatching part. There we go. See, I had it all planned out in my head. I was just getting carried away there. But yeah, that matches the cross hatching perfectly. Fun. Okay. I'll do the backside once I get to the other side, but I'm going to continue to wipe some of this off here. There's a little bit of grunge on it. And then start painting with the yellow.
So luminous and vibrant, I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom for you.
So much for a yellow cute cabinet, because my yellow paint would not stick, and then before it was completely dry, I had to just do a Lysol wipe over all of it and get it all off as quickly as I could. it was just like not drying at all. So I'm assuming whatever they put as the clear coat on it, it would not adhere to it at all. It was like repelling the paint. So I'm just going to use some house paint, so just some indoor basic matte house paint, and paint it with some paint that I already have. Oh, I can already see that it's sticking. Okay, so the white is adhering a lot better and it looks pretty cute. I'll give you a little sneak peek here. Because it's white, it's gonna take a couple of coats for sure. This is taking a little bit of time to dry. Let's see if I can, looks pretty cute. I have the little drawers in right now. Everything's kind of drying. I think I'm gonna leave the drawers on the back wood. And then once it's totally painted, probably 2 more coats maybe when it dries. I wanna do a really light distressing before I put the clear wax on it. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of the 220 grit sandpaper to give the knobs a little bit of the brown coming through. And you can see there's this little sort of plaid line in the wood here. And so I can really kind of make this a little more 3D by distressing it just a little bit. I think that'll make it look a little more vintage too, because obviously I painted it, but I still want it to look vintagey. And I like that we left the wood, because I think it's kind of the unique element on it. And I'm really glad that we took this off, because I feel like these are like upholstery tacks and it just didn't make sense that those would be original the way that they were. So I think this looks a lot better. Distressed? Not distressed.
Although it hurts me, be with you. I'm always in bloom for
So cute! I need some little spice jars now. Minwax clear finishing paste. If you're painting something a color, this will actually almost bring out the color a little bit, which was my idea with the yellow. But that didn't work out, so we're just gonna use a little bit of a rag, and you just need a little bit. It's literally a wax. It's gonna look like an orangey kind of tone, but as you buff it into it, it will go clear. If you have any little indents or anything, you wanna make sure that you get it out, because once it hardens, if you haven't buffed it in, it will go a little bit of like a brownie orange color. So if you had detailing, say on a dresser or something, you're gonna see it in the long run if you don't get it smoothed out enough. So I wanna be careful of that problem, because I do have these indents here. So I'm gonna go really light them out. If you do paint a color, you'll be able to see a lot easier where you've actually put the wax. If you're using white on something like this, then it's gonna be a lot harder to see where you've already done your buffing in. A little plain white t-shirt rag works really good for this, but I'm just using paper towel because this isn't really a piece of furniture. Maybe furniture for hobbits, Philip says. Hobbitses. If you were gonna do this wax on a piece of actual furniture, it's a good recommendation to wait 24 hours after painting for your paint to cure before you do it. I'm not overly worried about like long-term massive durability on this, because it's just a cute little cabinet that's not gonna get a ton of wear and tear, other than my fingers going in to grab the wax that's going, or the spices that are gonna go in it. So not overly concerned about the dry time. Just a fun little project. So cute. I love the distressing where the wood crisscrosses at the top. Just really added that extra detail. Again, I do need to do 1 more coat on the inside, but I'm gonna let the paint dry for a bit longer before I do that. But the outside's done. It looks like a little china cabinet. A little mini china cabinet. I like the little cross hatching with the wood. I think it's cute. I mean, it would have looked cute all white, but I like that. It kind of looks like a wood rattan in a different type of style. It's kind of cool. Okay, so we're stirring up some controversy, apparently, with a post that I created on our YouTube dashboard on our community tab yesterday. We have decided as a family, because we do really fun things like watching tutorials online, and Dayton loves to cook, so he likes to watch the cooking shows and be in our kitchen on the iPad or something, that as a family we decided, I almost don't even want to say it out loud based on our poll, but we've decided that we are going to have a TV in the dining room side of our kitchen. So you know when we're doing this kitchen renovation that we're doing an eat-in kitchen. So we will have actually our dining room table right here on the opposite side of where we're doing the build here for the kitchen.
Kind of where I'm standing.
Kind of where Philip's standing. And there's a blank wall on that spot that would be at the end head part of one of the spots on the table.
I can show it.
Okay, yeah, mine are tools from building.
Yeah.
So on this wall here, there's an empty space, and I do plan on having a cabinet on the bottom, kind of like a little console catch-all table that we can put decorations and stuff on for holidays and stuff. But the boys have decided that they would really love to have a TV in that space. And Philip and I agree.
Yeah.
We love to eat in front of the TV, and it's just something when we have a game night or we want to watch something while we're working on something in the kitchen. It's so fun just to be able to do that as a family, aside from just having our normal conversations at the table like many families do. So apparently, based on our poll on our dashboard yesterday, 64% of you voted that you would absolutely, under no circumstances, have a TV in your kitchen dining room area. So we were surprised by that. I thought it was going to be a little more like, I thought it was honestly going to be like 40-60 for TVs, to be completely honest. So we did something fun, and we ordered a TV for the boys in this space. Sometimes when you're shopping and you have like banking, you get the points and stuff. So we were able to buy a TV with our points for free. And we only had to put a couple dollars with the tax into it to be able to get a TV for the dining room. So we surprised the boys when they got home from school the day with the TV that's going to go in the dining room space. They both came home with absolutely spectacular report cards when we got the emailed report cards last week. So we're super proud of them. They've been working really hard, and I think this will be something that's super fun. It just means I have one more cabinet I need to build here in the kitchen to be able to have it underneath this TV. So, okay, leave a comment down below, because I'm not sure. 64% of you would never have a TV in your area where you would eat.
I was with you. I thought for sure it would be 60-40 the other way.
The other way.
Yeah.
So, okay, leave a comment down below. Do you have a TV in your... If I had a formal dining room, I wouldn't necessarily have a big TV on the
Right,
wall.
yeah.
So I get like the fancy dining room, whatever. This is just like eat-in kitchen spot. So would you have a TV?
Or do
you? Or absolutely no way?
Absolutely.
Leave a comment down below. Let's talk about this. I was shocked by the polls. Today was a super fun day just to literally listen to the pouring rain that's happening outside. We're still not feeling 100%. We're definitely on the mend, but we really probably need a few more days of relaxing. But we're so bored of being sick that we just wanted to work on things in the kitchen and just get a little bit more progress done. So today I thought it would be fun to just do this cute little vintage cabinet, still get some work done. We did do a lot of work today behind the scenes. You'll see on tomorrow's episode. But thank you so much for cheering us on. You guys are loving this series, and we absolutely love building this kitchen. It's been so much fun for me, and we have another one coming up soon. So thanks for cheering me on. I love you guys. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.